Hello everyone, welcome back to Emily Draws Animals. I'm Emily and today I've got something fun for you. I'm going to show you how I illustrate a clever little story about the crow and the pitcher. It's one of Aesop's classic fables. It's all about how wit and problem solving can lead to success. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax and watch as I bring this story with a moral to life. The Crow and the Pitcher. Once upon a time, on a hot and dry summer's day, a weary crow flew high in the sky, searching desperately for something to quench his thirst. The sun beat down fiercely, and the earth below seemed to shimmer with heat. His wings were tired, and his throat was dry, parched from the hours of flying in search of water. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he spotted something, a glimmer of hope. In a small sun-dappled clearing beneath a tall oak tree, there sat a pitcher. The crow's sharp eyes could see the reflection of the sky in the surface of the water inside. Excitedly, he swooped down and landed beside the pitcher with a hopeful caw. However, as he peered inside, his heart sank. The water was just beyond his reach, far lower than he had hoped. He stretched his neck as far as he could, but the water was just too shallow and he couldn't get his beak down to it. The pitcher had a narrow top, and no matter how hard he craned his neck, it was impossible to reach the water that sat tauntingly at the bottom. The crow stepped back, flapping his wings in frustration. His parched throat and tired body were beginning to get the best of him. But then, as he paced back and forth, he tripped on a stone, and suddenly an idea came to his clever mind. He tilted his head and noticed many stones lying nearby. What if he could drop a stone into the pitcher and make the water rise? It was a clever plan, but would it work? The crow, determined not to give up on the water, grabbed one of the stones and dropped it carefully into the pitcher. He waited, watching intently. There was a little rise, but he still couldn't reach the water. So he carried on putting stones into the jug and watched the water level slowly climb higher and higher. He plopped in stones until the water level reached the lip of the pitcher. With a joyous caw, the crow plunged his beak into the water and drank deeply, feeling the cool liquid refresh his parched throat. He took his time, savouring every drop as it quenched his thirst. As the crow flew away, his wings lighter and his body refreshed, he couldn't help but reflect on what had just happened. His persistence, his careful observation, and his clever thinking had saved him. The moral of the story is, where there's a will, there's a way. It teaches that when faced with a difficult problem, using cleverness, creativity, and persistence can help you to find a solution. Instead of relying solely on strength or force, thinking outside of the box and using your wits can often lead to success. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have any feedback on the story or want to suggest a new one for next time, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!